Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is the one and only your boy, Honcho J23, and I am back with my podcast, Independent Scene. I want to take this opportunity right now to thank you guys for joining me on tonight's episode. This is episode 173. I know it's been a minute since I've been live and I've been able and been doing my podcast, but I took some time off, had to go get some other things done. But your boy is back. I am bringing it back. We are all the way live. We lit. Like I said, we have a dope guest in the house tonight. He was one of my previous guests when the show first started, and I'm so honored to have him back. We're going to be talking about some new stuff that he's got going on in his life, so I definitely can't wait to chop it up with him and see what's going on. But with that being said, once again, I am your boy Honcho J23, the host and the official owner of Independent Scene, the podcast. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in so much and showing me love and showing me support. But with that being said, we're going to invite my mans in here, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, this guy here, man, he keeps on impressing me. And I definitely, love when he stops by and I'm able to chop it up with him. So, with that being said, he's in the building. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest at this time on episode 173 of Independent Scene, the podcast, with yours truly, Honcho J23, the one and only, my homie, the bro, Reasons Brown. Let's get it. Everybody, what's going on? I see y'all. What's good? Yo, my
Yo,
brother. Yo.
what's good?
What's going on, my brother?
Nah, yo, every time I do an interview, I gotta do the yo.
Yo.
Feel me? My boy Ricky D, that's his thing with his clothing brand.
Okay.
Training day, shout out to them training day in Charlotte. They show me a lot of love. They do the little yurt, you know what I'm saying? They do the little call too. So I definitely give them a little love when I get on here. So what's good? Talk to me.
Most definitely, man. What's been going on with you, man? It's been a long time, man. How you been?
Nah, I mean, it's been a long time, but I mean, just grinding really, you know what I'm saying? Took some time to just work on the plan, work on the brand, just so I can move at an efficient pace.
Okay.
That's what life's about. Life's about pace.
Okay. I definitely feel that, and I definitely want. That's one of the things that we have to do. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to being in this industry, man. We gonna have a lot of things coming at us, but as long as we keep that pace, you know what I'm saying, we able to get things done. You know what I mean?
Right. No, absolutely. Because one thing about pace, it allows you to sometimes maneuver your way out of making certain mistakes that you would have made when you're going fast. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Beyond your speed, or when you letting other people determine how fast you need to make progress, sometimes you find yourself in a pickle that you really don't need to be in or don't want to be in, and then that leads you to try to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? It's not wrong with restarting, but you want to make sure that you are limiting the times that you restart. You know what I'm saying? It's more easier to adapt and adjust than to restart something. You feel me?
Most definitely, and and I definitely like how you put that, because that's definitely sometimes, like I said, how we have to look at things. You got people out here that they can move at that fast pace, but then you got others that is just like, yo, like, I got to move in my own time, my own zone, my own lane. You know what I'm saying? So that way it makes the process, you know what I'm saying, go a little bit easier for them.
Nah, in fact, I ain't gonna lie. Ever since I got in my lane, ever since I found my niche and who I am and being it's one you could find it, but being comfortable in that. I haven't seen no traffic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in my lane, moving how I need to move. I see results as they need to come. But at the same time, as I don't see no traffic, I don't see competition. You know what I'm saying? When I look to the left of me, to right of me, I see people that are also striving for things that they want to do. But as long as I'm moving forward, I never have to worry about hitting somebody head on or hitting somebody in the rear, like anything of that nature. You know what I'm saying? I'm full steam ahead for my goals.
Most definitely. All right, well, I definitely appreciate you, man, for speaking on that. So, real quick, I got to back up because I didn't get a chance to, properly let you introduce yourself to the people. So, for the one time, please introduce yourself to the people, let the people know who you are. And we're going to jump on into it.
Nah, what's good, people? It's your boy, Praise. Right? Boy, Reason Brown, a.k.a. The Fish, a.k.a. Big Fish, Lone Fish. The fish is fine, really. But now I'm from Brooklyn, New York, but also run a social networking platform called the HoneyComb Experience. That's for Black entrepreneurs and creatives. So pretty much what I try to do is I just try to help people like us, people like me, yourself, you know what I'm saying, others,
Mhm.
just try to get that exposure they need. We have an event coming up March 27th. Cause we do four major events a year. So March 27th is our first one. It's
Okay.
our second gala. So we're really excited about that. My whole team's excited. Big shout out to Daquan. That's my modeling coordinator. He's over the stylist. Big shout out to my media team. You know what I'm saying? Britt on the camera. Go lightly on the video. You know what I'm saying? Make sure to have a team, man. That's the best way to grow. And we excited, man. Besides,
Okay.
yeah, nah, but then, get my fault. I didn't mean to cut you
Most
off.
definitely. Hey, most definitely. Most definitely. Hey, you good? You good? All right. So real quick, let's get into that. Let's get into this honeycomb experience, and
Let's do
because
it.
I really, I see, the honeycomb. I've been seeing it, and I've been seeing the visuals. And I'm just like, okay, the honeycomb experience. All right. So talk to us a little bit about that. Like, where did it specifically come from, and how did you come up with the honeycomb experience? Talk to us about that.
Honestly, it's so crazy about how, you speak things when you're young and you can manifest them. That's one thing about pace timing. God's timing is impeccable.
Mm-hmm.
But these are things that everything I'm doing right now, I said it when I was like 8, 9, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The honeycomb experience, when I first thought about it, it wasn't necessarily called the honeycomb experience. It was called something else when I was younger. But
Okay.
as I started thinking about what I wanted to do, in terms
Mm-hmm.
once I got my degree, I just graduated. Shout out to Bluefield State. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, congrats,
Proud
congrats.
ECU alum. You know what I'm saying? Gotta kill that out there. But I just realized that a lot of times entrepreneurs, we're out here, but nobody's helping us cultivate our ideas, right?
Right,
So a man
right,
gave you a canvas, you had no idea what to do. You just know that colors make art, you know?
right,
So now you're
right.
flashing all these colors on this canvas
Mm-hmm.
compared to when you have somebody that's telling you like you could take these colors and add lines to them and you can actually make something. Like
Mm-hmm.
imagine if when you was younger, I'm not sure if you did it, but I know when I was younger selling candy, things like that.
Right, I did, I did.
I mean, like, yo, reasons, what you doing is entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
let's formulate these type of things, like get this type of idea started.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think that not only myself, but our whole generation would be in a different place. So
Mm-hmm.
with just trying to make sure that I bring the change I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
That is, we also started our own art and entrepreneurship academy. So
Okay.
much as that as we take kids, I partner with Let's Learn Charlotte, um, just to try to, it's always good to grow and then make sure that you cover more territory and more arms. Let me put it like that. So
Okay. Okay.
kids 10 to 15. It's a 6-week course, 1 day a week for 2 hours. And we
Okay.
use art to teach them entrepreneurial concepts, whether it's how to do a proper elevator pitch or how to even properly network. Shout out to Encino and Scene that just tapped in on us. That she was one of our guest speakers. But it's just all about the kids really and just helping them understand that they can take the ideas and be anything they want to be as long as they are confident. That's rule number 3 of the academy, confidence. Rule number
Right.
4,
Right.
be creative. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so anybody can be creative to an extent, but once you have that confidence, that's what's going to allow you to fight through the adversity because everybody's not going to like your idea. And that's something that we also talk to the kids about as well. Just trying to get them to understand that, you have to believe in yourself. Don't worry about whether I feel like it or somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to keep going for yourself.
Most
But that's pretty
definitely.
honeycomb experience is. We're nothing but an inspirational hub for entrepreneurs to get, what they need, whether it's a resource or anything really. We one stop shop.
Okay, okay, all right. I see, I see you grind. I see you work, and and that's the beauty of being able to have this mindset of creativity, where you're able to create these, as I like to call it, $1 billion ideas, and then when they flourish and they fruition, then you're able to as you say, you're able to, build yourself, not only build yourself, but put people in position to help you along the way, and then have you a whole team and a squad, and that's really what it's all about. Because you got to have a team, you got to have a squad to help you out with most of these things. Because yeah, you can do it by yourself, but then that pressure sinks in, and it begins to become too much. So,
No,
I
absolutely. And I think that's another thing that separates the honeycomb experience from a lot of things. Just because that even though like our motto is we're an exclusive club for exclusive people that do exclusive things.
mm-hmm.
So even with that being said, we definitely want to everybody in the group is more of a partnership. We want everybody that comes to an event to add value. And that's why we try to make our events as comfortable as possible and as interactive as possible, because a lot of times, let's think about it. A person's most feared thing to do is public speaking. You feel
that
me?
that
People's
part,
top things that they scared of.
that part.
So how can you, if you're an entrepreneur, you need to network. How can we properly make that happen? You know what I'm saying? Like your flaws shouldn't determine your financial freedom outcome. You know what I'm saying? Like let's not let that affect what you can really do. You know what I'm saying? Society
Mm-hmm.
needs you. Society needs us, all of us to an extent, no matter
Right.
what our role is. So that's really what we try to do in terms of our events concerned. Like for on March 27th, it's not just a fashion show. So
Mm-hmm.
if somebody comes in thinking that they just about to see a bunch of people walking up and down a runway, you are very, very, very misinformed. And
Right.
and if you miss it, oh, you're gonna wish you was there. That's for sure. Cause like I said, it's an exclusive club for exclusive people doing exclusive things. So exclusive things will be going on in the room. You heard?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, you guys is tapping in. You guys make sure you tap into the honeycomb experience because definitely seems like a very dope, group to be a part of.
That's
Shit,
for sure.
I'm gonna end up becoming a part of. I'm just going to put that out there on the spot. You know what
Hey,
I'm saying?
yo, come on. That's what we do. That's what we want. You feel me? Come let us get you right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So my next question, man. Of course, I got to get into this as well. This whole fish thing, man. You
Yeah,
got
yeah, yeah,
let
yeah.
us know about this fish thing. Where did this whole fish thing come from? Because I've been seeing that a lot. So, tell us a little bit about the fish, man. What's going on with the fish, bro?
Honestly, I'm not even sure if I said it on the last time I was on here, but it's more so biblical. It more so goes towards my purpose.
Okay.
So I have fun with it a lot because I mean life is too short not to. But on a more serious, purposeful note, the fish just really stands for what I try to do with anything that I do in life is that's to inspire. Um,
Okay.
Typically, the fish is probably the most symbolic thing, period, as far as animals are concerned.
Okay.
Yeah, like I could have picked any animal to be a lion, tiger, anything like that. But
Mm-hmm.
when you think about a fish and what it symbolizes in terms of self-awareness and being able to understand yourself, but also be able to inspire others. Like I'm gonna give you
Mm-hmm.
a story. Remember when Jesus fed the people on a rock? What did
I
he?
do.
He used to fish. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely feel like that's what I am for everybody that I encounter. I am definitely somebody that can feel your spirit, whether it's, spiritually, or sometimes you need somebody that you don't feel like you can talk to the people around you, but it's nice to hear that somebody else is going through them things as well. What's
Exactly.
best? But no, it's definitely good that when you can understand that. So that's really what I try to do. And anything that you come to, whether it's my show, an event, even if you like buy clothing from me, like everything symbolizes something to make you want to be a better person. And that's not
Most.
to say that I'm perfect, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know anybody that is perfect. But
Mm-hmm.
I really just try to come from the aspect of growth. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're trying to grow daily and be yourself and confident in who you are,
Mm-hmm.
and then the fish could swim with you. But outside of that, that's it. But I hope that answered your question.
It,
That's
it, it
I
definitely it definitely did because like I said, man, with you having this whole honeycomb experience and this fishing, I'm just like, yo, like, okay, that's different, that's something, something
yeah,
that I'm not used
definitely. I'm
to
the
seeing
fish.
here.
But you knew that. But you knew that.
You All right, so about that, let's get into the music, man.
Uh,
We had a chance to talk a little bit before we hopped on here, but tell us about the new music, man. What's going on musically in your world?
Honestly, I think that as we're going through the months and as I grow,
Mm-hmm.
and as I grow as an artist, you see what I'm saying? I don't like being labeled. I'm an artist, you know what I'm saying? I
Right,
do
right.
all saying? Whether it's fashion, art, music, whatever. No matter the art avenue in it. But I think that you only going to catch me at Honeycomb Experiences after a while. I think after the summer, you only going to catch me at a Honeycomb Experience event. I'm dropping Lonefish 2 on May
Okay.
7th. You heard it here first. This is an exclusive right here. May
Okay.
7th, Lonefish 2 is coming out. I'm thinking about dropping an album. I'm not an album, but I think about dropping a single every Friday until then.
Okay. Okay.
Been on a lot of music. Like I said, I was just preparing. I was preparing the ocean. Now it's time for the wave. Now it's time for the fish to emerge. You know what I'm saying?
Most
But I think that I might drop a single every Friday until May 7th.
okay.
It's gonna be the official Lonefish 2. I'm probably gonna do, an event for it. That's kind of my thing, doing the events and things like that. But we're gonna definitely make sure you get out there. But as far as the music concerned, it's up. Everything is up. I've been taking time to try to, expand myself in terms of just not being a rapper, trying to
Mhm.
work on beat making, composing, songwriting as well. Like I'm just trying to. I don't want to be in a box. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
I'm too talented to be in a box. Don't ever let nobody put you in no box. You just
That's
gotta work a little harder. You know what I'm saying? Heavy is the head that wears the crown. People don't understand that.
that,
Like you and that crown, the weight that come with that crown is different for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta maintain what's at your level in your kingdom. You feel me?
right.
That's
Right.
big.
I agree.
Like, you know what I'm saying? At my level, that's just what it requires certain things. My cost is different than a lot of people. That's nothing to complain about. It's nothing to look at somebody else's lane and think something like they progress is. You gotta understand that you can do what you want to do and you need to do it. Period.
That part. That part. And and again, man, this is the reason why I love talking with people, man, because it gives people that don't know of you. It gives them a chance to, kind of see how your mind works, how your mind operates, and how you move, and how you flow with certain things. And it's very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's very befitting or befitting that, you're able to do all these many things with all the talents that you have. So big ups to you, man, for all of what you're doing, man. Because like I said, I be seeing you, man, and I tell you, man, I'll tell you like this, bro. It be times, man, I be scrolling, man. I be seeing you doing your thing. And I'm just like, yo, my man's is really putting in that work. And I'm so happy to not only call you my brother, but to be proud. I'm proud of you, dog, because you are really showing us in the world like what you're made of, what you're capable of. So definitely, again,
Uh,
shouts out to you.
yeah, we just warming up. Don't even think we are really just warming up for real.
Most
I
definitely.
got a lot in store. I got a lot in store. For real, any artists that want to do like collaborations, anything like that, let me like, you know what I'm saying, tap in. I'm very open. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not one of those artists where I'm closed off or I don't want to necessarily be bothered. You know what I'm saying? Like let's just be serious. Because
Right.
time is serious. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say time is money, but time is peace. All
Right.
right. We'll put that in a better sense of it. Because what you use your time for is really what you're sacrificing your peace for, possibly. You know what I'm saying? That's bigger than a dollar to me. So time is definitely peace. So if you want to get something done, like we can, like artists tap in, we could do it. But besides that, no, scratch everything. I'm proud of you, bro. Like I remember when you was first starting these things. Like you on episode what now? Like come on,
173, my guy. You're my 173 guest on the show.
173. Come on now, that's major. You putting them out quicker than Funk Flex out here. Like people definitely start putting some respect on you, man. I'm gonna say right now, like maybe we could work on doing some type of collab with the Honeycomb experience and what you have going on.
Most def. Let's do it.
Definitely help any way to get the platform up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what
I'm
it's
with it.
about. So let's definitely work on some ways we could do that. We could talk about that later on. But
Okay, we can most definitely do that. I'm as they say, I'm all for tapping in, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, with what you're doing and with what I'm doing, I definitely know that could definitely be something really really spectacular for the people. You know what I'm saying?
nah, fact, cause it's not even like I'm trying to like ball hog or you know what I'm saying.
Right. I get that.
It's not about that. But at the same time, I'm not gonna do the work for people. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
I'm
right.
like where I'm gonna bring you to the water. We all gonna drink.
That part, that
You
part.
know, like people gotta understand that. Like people would rather you hand them a bottle of water than you taking them to the ocean. You know what I'm saying? Like people
Mhm.
want a bottle of water because it's like good. My thirst is quenched right now. I ain't have to do nothing for it. It's there.
Right, that part.
People not trying to take that journey to drink forever. You know what I mean? Like it's a little different. You gotta change the mindset. Don't cop yo. Quote me on that. You feel me? Cause I ain't never heard that one before.
That part, that part. Okay, all right. So look, let me ask you this, man. So we recently, I'm going off topic for a second, but we recently, our governor of North Carolina just recently lifted, you know what I'm saying, the restrictions and things of that nature, you know, kind of now letting people back out into the world, man. So what I want to know from you, with this pandemic that's been going on, do you feel like now this is once again the time to really get back out there and to showcase, you know what I'm saying, what you've been doing, what you've been working on versus just, not saying that visually it's nothing, but now to be able to get back out there and interact with the people. How do you feel about that whole transition?
Honestly, I'm ready for it. And honestly, I think that the pandemic, although it makes you adjust, if you're really serious about your craft and have a mind for ingenuity, you're fine with the adjustment. And the pandemic really didn't do anything but help you grow. I think that it helped me develop how I wanted to do my life in terms of how I see myself. Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
think for the masses, honestly. So in terms of me trying to get out there and please the world, that's not really my thing. That's not my niche. You know what I'm saying? I'm more so for an exclusive party, an exclusive people, a group of people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can't be the masses have a way of loving you and hating you. You know what I'm saying? For the same
Mm-hmm.
reason. And a lot of times people they get to a certain level of success and it bothers them because it's like the same people that you might be
Mm-hmm.
doing it for, the same people that they swear they loved you so much. Once you rise to a certain level or once your growth no
Mm-hmm.
longer benefits them or your growth puts them out of reach from you, that's when you start seeing a lot of things from your people. And I'd rather avoid that. And that's not to say that I'm not for the people, because I definitely feel like I am. But in order to bring real change, you gotta see it almost as like government. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you'll never catch the president talking to some like on an everyday basis. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely have to put
That
yourself in
part.
a position where you are constantly surrounding yourself by people that appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get your flowers. So in terms of answer your question directly, yeah, I am excited. I am excited about being able, the world being open, only because the world needs to start going back to how people remember it so they can stop doing certain things. We could be more in a positive light. Cause you gotta think, even though we in the house, everything that you've seen on TV is negative. Somebody's dying, somebody's doing this, somebody's doing that. They're not really trying to promote the positive things that's been going on during this pandemic. And we have to
Mm-hmm.
be it's being in our minds too. You see what I'm saying? Which is another reason why I'm happy people are going outside now, or why
Right.
things is being lifted, because you need to see things for yourself. You know what I'm
That
saying?
part.
Like it's hard to if everything you've seen is based off TV, that's control. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're controlling what your mind is fed compared to, you being out, you able to see things for yourself. So but I'm definitely ready. I got a show on Friday in Charlotte, you know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to go out there and network with the people, but just know coming this summer, only at the HoneyComb experience, you know what I'm saying? When you going to catch the fish. So
Yes.
it's gonna be nostalgic.
Most definitely, most definitely. All right, so let me ask you this, man, because you've put out a lot of music, and when you're an artist and you're putting out music, man, there are so many different meanings and stories behind the music. But what I want to know from you, whenever you're creating music and you're putting together these, as I like to call it, these masterpieces, man, like up here mentally, what is mentally going through your mind as you're creating these songs and putting these songs out here for the people to really catch that wave and that vibe to?
Honestly, you want to know the truth? I don't really trust people with my thoughts. You feel me? I've based on experience. Um, and music really just gives me the lane or the avenue to express myself and not have to necessarily worry about somebody stealing my ideas, my feelings, anything. It's a way for me to like. It's like I can talk to you
Mm-hmm.
without me being there.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm really just sharing my pain or emotion, whatever emotion I'm feeling at the time, no matter how the beat's talking to me or the mood. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it's about. And I don't really come in terms of like, oh, I need people to be feeling this. It's more so of this is what needs to be said. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like this is what needs to be, this is how I'm feeling.
Okay. Okay.
And then I go from there and hopefully people can relate too, because everything that you hear from me needs to feel like a conversation.
Okay. Okay. And I was just, and I was just about to get into that because, it takes me to my point because, you have so many songs, like I said, that are able to be resonated with you. So what I want to know is from you, what's been one of those songs that you've done that you've created that the people really have gravitated to and really have stuck to this day, and even to your surprise, are able to really quote the lyrics right back to you. How does that, what is that song and how does that make you feel as an artist?
Honestly, it makes me feel good. Honestly, like my favorite song is not even my top stream song. And that's okay. But my top stream song is Gotti. That's like, I'm definitely getting on my New York vibes on that one. But the song that probably has the most like feeling to me is Proud of Me and Hattie Strong. Like Proud of Me and Hattie Strong is both about my grandmother.
Okay.
I
Okay.
thought I'd be in an interview. But
Okay. Okay.
Patty Strong and Proud of Me, both them songs are really tailored to her in terms of like her impact on my life. So that's really those are my songs right there. I actually had somebody submit that song to be like nationally recognized, the Proud of Me song, just because of what it represents for people. Like be proud of yourself. That's really what it talks about. And you could be proud of yourself doing those things that you like to do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you see, like, for instance, when you post I got a job on Facebook, right?
Mm-hmm.
The likes go stupid.
And
You know
does.
what I'm saying? When you talk about, okay, I started an art and entrepreneurship academy, I got my own business, right?
Right.
Them likes are very, very scarce. You
Is
know,
that
it's crazy how people normalize you working for somebody else as a good thing. Why
mm-hmm.
is that? You know what I'm saying? That's I don't want to say that's dumb, but I don't
Right.
feel like that's proper thinking. Like we should definitely reward people, especially our people,
Mm-hmm.
for what I'm saying, being themselves, wanting to work for themselves, especially as an entrepreneur. Why should it be to the point where you feel like you have to go ahead and post, oh, I got a job or I got an interview with such and such and such? Why do you have to feel like why you get mad likes when you post something in Versace compared to when you wearing your friend's stuff? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or when you wearing your own stuff. Like, yeah, I could probably go buy Louis Vuitton and stuff like that. But it's just a different flex for me to wear my own. You know what I'm saying? Like my hoodie's my own. Black Wall Street, top design. Black Wall Street, that's my, like, you know what I'm saying? That's my move. You know what I'm saying? My clothing is reflective. You know what I mean? You always gonna catch me with some fishes on me.
Yes, sir. Sir.
That's compared to me rocking whatever else is out. You know what I'm saying? Whatever is cool.
Right.
You
That
know?
part. So with that being said, allow me to ask you this. So why is it that, like, as you were saying, why is it that you feel that people get more likes, like you said, with any post that they make, and it could be a positive one. It seems like you say it seems like the likes go stupid, but the moment you post something, just out of random, it's like you said, they're skimpy, and it's like, okay, you
Because
know,
I know the real reason, and that's because people don't like you don't like you doing better than them. You feel me?
right,
They
that
like
part,
you getting a job because they got a job. You feel me?
right,
You got your own business. It's like, yo, this dude got his own business.
right,
But I don't. Why would they like that? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they can't do it, or they don't want to do it. They scared. You know what I'm saying? Or they just don't understand. They don't fathom what you
right.
do. But a job makes sense.
It does. It definitely does, man. Because
But
course, now you're doing it for yourself, but at the same time, you're able to provide for yourself and provide for your family in the process.
Right. Like there's no job security in the job. That's false. That is false. Because
Right.
think about it, right? You
Right.
buy it on let's use Google, right?
Right.
That's a decent place to work. A lot of people like working for Google, right?
Right. Right.
Let's say they don't care for you.
Right.
You're gone. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're not in what's best interest for that company, you are gone.
Right.
So what's the best way for you to have your interest at heart, but also create something that's generational to make your own? That's why we need to normalize clapping for people who starting their own businesses. You know what I'm saying? That's why we have the HoneyComb experience. Because that just shouldn't be. And I know that it's gonna take time. I know that, but somebody has to trailblaze to have these conversations. A lot of people don't want to say that because, you don't want to be the butt of somebody's conversation in terms of, people not liking what you have to say.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes as a boss, any type of leader, you have to be comfortable with saying the things that people don't want to hear, but also being able to articulate in a way they understand. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm not saying that people that have jobs or people that want jobs are bad. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the same happiness or feeling you have when you get that job, better feeling when you have your own. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it goes further. It goes further.
Right. And I even answered, not to cut you off, but I even answered it, it's crazy because like you said, when you out there and you getting your own, life is good at that point. Things are going good. And then you have those same employers or same employees that got rid of you, and then when they see you doing good, it's like, oh, now they want to jump on ship. It's like, oh, let me,
people. That's just not bosses. That's people. You see what I'm saying? Like people don't follow you until it's popular to follow you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
How many people know that you do your radio thing, right? Are they sharing your joint? You know what I mean? Like, it be those people that you feel like, yo, you should be sharing my shit because you following, you see me struggling.
Right.
Thinking that. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's watching it, stop thinking that. Stop expecting your people to share your stuff because they 9 times more likely if they're not. You know what I'm saying? It's not even the fact that they just feel entitled.
Right.
Like people feel entitled to their friend's success because they was there. But
right.
People don't understand the difference between being there and contributing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like Thanksgiving dinner, right? It's plenty of times that I went to Thanksgiving dinner at my grandmother's house. I ain't cooked nothing, but I was eating. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I wasn't contributing. You know what I mean? I was just at the table.
Right.
I felt entitled to a meal because I was there. But when you apply that same concept to business or life, it does not work like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to support your friends in order for them to make it, for them to support you.
I agree.
And like that shit, you gotta understand like it's a cycle. You know what I'm saying? Like Black Wall Street, how you think it was able to form that?
That's true. I agree.
Okay, I'm gonna take this right here, then we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna all work together and circulate the dollar amongst each other.
Most definitely. I feel that. And you know what?
And
see, and that's another thing because whenever you as a business person, as a businessman or a woman, are able to generate that business and be able to let it flourish and nourish, and like you say, you have a team behind you. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, everybody can eat. You know what I'm saying? It's not just meant for just one person. You know what I'm saying? If you have that motivation and that mindset that, yo, I want to, you know what I'm saying, I want to do what I have to do, not only for myself, but for my family and to, show the world that, I'm just not out here just doing anything just to be doing it. It really puts into perspective like, yo, this is really where it's at.
No, fact. And you just have to keep going, like, period. Like, and a lot of people on my team are not my best friends. Like, we're not, like, I didn't grow up with these people. It's just that we all have a common goal for success. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you're in your lane, like, I have no desire to be a photographer. You know what I'm saying? But I know that's needed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying my photographer, she knows that. Like, she don't have no desire to be what I am, a curator, things like that. Like, we're in our lane, like we're both maximizing our potential, going full speed at our pace, of course, but full speed at our pace is never. That's why it works. You have too many. Think about it. Why do teams break up in the NBA? People feel like they're worth more. People feel like they trying to be the star themselves. You know,
Mm-hmm.
everybody can't be Braun, everybody can't be KD, everybody can't be Harden. You have to find what your role is and be the KD and Harden of that. You know what I'm
That
saying?
part.
PJ Tucker, he's a perfect example. He knows that he's not no LeBron, KD, any of those perennial players, but
Mm-hmm.
he's worth something to the league. He starts in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a 3-and-D type of guy. You feel me? How did he also make his name? With sneakers, he's a sneakerhead. It's like he's finding his lane and still make his presence felt. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like without being like the LeBron, like LeBron needs to be LeBron so he could do what he's doing. You feel
Mm-hmm.
who I am to do what I'm doing. Like I had dreams to go to the league, but I feel like my purpose is better now because I can show other kids that want to go to the league. I want to help them get their own businesses so that if they don't want to finish school, they have something else. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right. Right.
people look at people like LeBron, KD, and think that okay, they just hoop and they making millions. No, they are not. LeBron has a whole school. Like these are things that, of course, society's not trying to tell you, especially as a black man, a black
Mm-hmm.
starting your own school. What?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I agree.
Diddy has his own school. Like, why are we not highlighting these accomplishments by these black men? Like, you want to
Right.
see this man dunking all the time. That's cool. I know my son gonna want to dunk. I got two sons. They want to dunk and shoot like Steph Curry. But they need to know other things that these athletes are doing. And I think that I can give them that perspective. I can be the bridge. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
So yeah, for sure. Sometimes LeBron got to be LeBron. The fish got to be the fish. That's what it comes down to.
Yes, sir. That part. All right. So, real quick, you just mentioned, you had two sons, man. So I gotta ask you, man. Being a black man, being a father, man, and having your two sons, what has fatherhood taught you, and what are you teaching your sons about today's society and what's going on around them? Like, uh, what are you instilling into them to help them be better in the world as a father?
Honestly, hold on before I answer. Let me get my dog some water because she's tripping right now. So I'm coming 30 seconds. Hold on.
All right, go ahead.
You got water. She's being difficult. Hello? All right.
Yeah, I'm here.
But honestly though, as a father, I think that I'm just trying to instill in my kids to be themselves. I don't try to force them to be anything outside of themselves. Um, I definitely feel like I need to, as a parent, it's my job to find their likes and dislikes. And a kid's not going to just be like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. Because kids, like I said, they have ideas that come like this. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? But we have to identify the things that they have the most joy doing and what they want to do the most consistently. You know what I'm saying? Like I have my oldest son, he's really into sports. You know,
Okay.
but my youngest son, he's more of an artist like myself. You know what I'm saying? Like he
Okay.
do the whole painting and things like that. So I try to anytime I get them things, I'm not big on buying toys and games. But if I do buy them things like that, it's always towards that. You know what I'm saying? I try to make sure that I'm instilling those type of things in them that they want to do. I'm trying to cultivate that.
Okay.
You know, so that's really what I try to do. And then also, I just try to change the world before they get to it. You know what I'm saying? That's why.
Okay.
That's part of the reason why I got the Art and Entrepreneurship Academy. That's part of the reason why I'm able to do the things I want to do for the community because of the fact that I have two sons that are eventually going to be in the society one day. You know what I mean? What is it going to look like for them?
Right.
So I feel like I'm in a perfect position to make that change for them.
Okay, okay, and I definitely want from one black man to another man. I definitely want to salute you,
Um,
on being on being such a dope father and being in your son's lives, man. Because you hear it all the time, man. You have so many kids that grow up, from going from foster home, and their dad's not in their lives or their parents not in their lives, and you have kids who, grow up feeling like they were abandoned and nobody wants them. But to see somebody like yourself, instilling into your sons that positivity, that motivation, what they need to, be working towards. That's the true beauty of it, man. And I want, and to my people out here that are watching, all my black kings out there who are fathers that are in your child's life, keep doing what you're doing, because I'm telling you right now, it's a lot of kids out here that didn't have their parents. So if you got your parent, do all you can to, do what you got to do to make them proud. Fathers, you do what you got to do to make your kids proud. And it all, it's got all, work out in the end. You know what I mean?
Nah, in fact, I definitely agree to that because honestly, in my life right now, the state I'm in, I think like my sons are the only people I have to answer to. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like, because that's really who I do it for. Like, they don't see me every day like I want to see them, but they know that daddy loves them. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like, and the fact that I don't see them every day is another reason for me to be trying to bring change in the world. You know what I'm saying? Because regardless if I see them every day or not, that day is coming. You know what I'm saying? Where they have to be in society, learn things on their own, and how is it going to be? You know what I'm saying? Because right now they're young, they're 9 and 3. So it's like
right,
still young, they're still being guided for the most part, you know what I'm saying, between me and their mother and their grandparents. But eventually they're going, like my 9-year-old, he's already starting to have his own thoughts. He wants to make his own decisions.
mm-hmm,
Like, okay, I know I can't stop you, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to stop you, but I can definitely
right,
make sure that I can do my part to society to make sure it's properly groomed for you and you're groomed
right.
in society.
Okay, okay. So with that being said, let me ask you this, because I don't, because I want to get into another topic, because when, again, still on the topic of kids, should I say, um you have kids that really sit back now and they observe, and they watch a lot of what you do. So whenever you as a father see that, and you see, your kids watching you, what are their responses to seeing you do what you do? I mean, are they? I'm pretty sure they're, of course, happy for you that you're doing that, but at the same time, is it hard for them to see you, to see you out there on the road doing your thing and not really being around like that?
Honestly, I'm sure it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it is. It's hard on both of us because it's not like I want to be there. I envision a life where I can take them with me. You know what I'm saying? When I'm doing certain things. Um, I try to make sure that I'm never stop. I try to make sure that I'm never doing anything that's so much out of reach that they can't come. You know,
Right,
and like I keep myself out of certain environments, out of certain places, to where let's say when that day does come and I want to have my sons with me, no different than when Del Curry has his son. Why do you think Steph Curry's so good? It's because he
right,
was exposed to when he was younger. You know what I'm saying? So I
right.
definitely give my kids the same experience in terms of being exposed to something that they can take over. Like, there's no reason why my sons can't take over the HoneyComb experience when they of age and take it to bigger things than I've done with it. You know what I'm saying?
That
Um,
part.
but so I definitely think it's hurtful on both parts. But I know one thing: when I get in the car with them, they only want to listen to one person, and that's the fish. They say, "Daddy, play your music." My youngest
That part.
boy, like, "Yo, Daddy, play your music."
Okay.
So it's
I feel that.
definitely
And,
tough.
and and again, that's a beautiful thing, man. And again, I love to see, it's nothing brings me more joy than to see, you know, a father and a son, just having that ongoing love and that bond towards each other, what I'm saying? They getting along, and things are just going smooth, unfortunately, you got those kids, like I said before, who didn't grow up with their fathers, or fathers weren't in their life, and that can be very hard, because you know as a kid you're thinking to yourself like, damn, like, I don't have my dad in my life, who's gonna teach me, the manly things of the world, who's gonna, show me what I need to do to be a better man, and when you don't have that, and then you have just, your mom as a single parent, doing everything, trying to be both mother and father, that I can understand why that can be challenging. So once again, to all you mothers out there that's putting in the work, putting in the time and dedication for your kids, I salute y'all too, because I'm telling you,
So
man,
it's a hard job. Like, even though
this,
like, I don't, even
like,
though you know, I don't really speak on the relationship with me and my child's mother. Like, I definitely understand. Like, doing what she does is hard. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. It's a task. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Especially when you're raising men as a woman. You know what
right,
I'm saying? So that's any woman. You know what I'm saying? And any single parent. But I definitely feel like that's why it takes a village. That's why it is things like the Art Entrepreneurship Academy. Like kids that are in impoverished areas are 3 times more likely to go get their degree if they're in the art program. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's not
Right.
like what the things that I'm doing is not needed. You know what I'm saying? Like it's factual. Like, you know what I'm saying? So let's just say these kids that come to the art program, they all get their chances of getting a degree have already increased just because of what I've exposed them to during this 6 week 6 week course. We actually start our next one March 15th. So
Okay.
that's the next session. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do Charlotte and Gastonia. Before we were just doing Gastonia, but now we're spreading to Charlotte and Gastonia. So we're going
Okay.
to take about 10 kids in each group because we have to keep it small because, like I said, exclusive people, exclusive things. You know what I'm
Exclusive.
saying? So we definitely try to keep the group small so we can make sure that we are servicing them properly. Because that's
Definitely.
the thing, you know, when you get to college, when you in high school, you got 20, 30 kids in a room. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
There's nobody really teaching you properly, you know what I'm saying, individually, because everybody's at a own unique thing. And I
Hmm.
think that us doing it in small groups also allows the kids to be themselves as too, you know what I'm saying? Because when you're in typical regular school, it's almost like, okay, you gotta do this like everybody else. You gotta do this like everybody else compared to when you come to the academy, it's no right or wrong answer. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
your artwork is your artwork. We're gonna show you how to do it, but it's up to you to fill in your lines. You know what I'm saying? Make your lines, how you want to make them. You know,
That part.
like
That.
how you see your vision is up to you. You know what I'm saying? That's life. You know what I'm saying? Life is about what you make time for, what you balance, things like that. So those little things that kids are learning subconsciously without them even thinking about it, because you have to be able to, okay, I want to make my picture look like this. You got to
Right.
plan it out. Here's some scrap paper. Let's plan it out. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Let's do some
Right.
trial errors real quick because you're going to mess up in life. So, I
You are.
mean, it definitely takes a village. It's definitely not just on two parents to raise a child because that's not what it's going to take.
Right.
Because then you can create sheltered children, and then that's not society. Like they have to learn how to interact with other people, and other people need to learn how to interact with them as they're their own unique person as well.
I agree. I agree. All right. I definitely appreciate you for speaking. And so I want to switch gears, man. So, you mentioned you was raised in Brooklyn, man. So talk to us
Yeah,
about Brooklyn, man. I hear a lot about Brooklyn, New York, and how, how hardcore Brooklyn can be. So, man, is it everything that people say Brooklyn is, or give us a scoop on that? What is it
I mean,
about?
I'm gonna put it like this: Brooklyn is just like it, and just anywhere in the world. It doesn't necessarily have to be Brooklyn, but it's what you get out of it. You know what I'm saying? In terms of like where your mindset is at. If your mindset is on like, okay, I want to do some street stuff, that's there for you. You know what I'm saying? But that's anywhere, not just in Brooklyn. Think about it. You know what I mean? Like there's a little hood in everywhere. There's always those people that want that lifestyle. If you want to get out, there's ways for you to get out too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it definitely you gonna have to face those forks in the road, especially when you coming from an area that's so populated. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think that's the main thing. Like you could get swallowed whole in Brooklyn. Like, and that's not even from a physical standpoint. It's just from if you're not built to handle whatever's coming on a daily basis, period, in life, it's gonna swallow you.
That.
You're gonna get lost. And it's more relevant or more prevalent, I should say, in places like Brooklyn because it's so big. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Compared to when you come to little places and think little towns and you only have certain people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's always gonna seem like a bigger fish in a small pond. You know,
Right.
until you're ready to take them towns to a bigger ocean. You know what I'm saying? And really maximize yourself. But that's why some people become like local celebrity, things like that. They don't want to leave that nest.
Right, right. I feel that. I definitely feel that. Okay, okay. I definitely feel that. All right. So as we're preparing to come to because the hour is coming up on us. What's going on, bro? So real quick, as we close this out, man, I want to ask you, man, when it comes to your dreams and your goals, man, and
Mhm.
your man, what other talents and goals do you have lined up for 2021, man? What can we be expecting from you other than the HoneyComb experience? What else can we be expecting from you, in this new year that we're in?
Nothing but growth. Really, I just want the world and pretty much I'm putting the world on notice this year. All right, hold on. Y'all hear me? You feel me? We putting the world on notice. I definitely just wanted people to understand who I am and what I bring to society. Not even just with the honeycomb experience, not just with the music, but just my aura as a person, the fish. So I definitely just want people to just tap in with that. I got goals on just multiplying my streams, you know what I'm saying, in terms of revenue. You know what I'm saying? Being able to provide for my sons in a way that's solely off of me. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense because ownership is key. So that's what I got for 2021. Like honestly, I'm about to take over. Period. I'm about to run the next decade. I'm decade running right now. You feel me? It's the fish. It's time to emerge. That's what it's going. That's what it's about. This the year we emerge right here, Honcho.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I couldn't agree more, man. I definitely couldn't agree more. And like I said, man, I have truly, like I said, I have truly been enjoying just sitting back as the podcaster, man, and just watching you do your thing, man. Because I'm telling you, man, and I tell artists this all the time. Y'all be surprising the fuck out of me with what y'all be doing and y'all business mindset. Like, I mean, I'm just now getting into that business mindset, but to sit back and to watch y'all create all these $1 billion ideas and y'all are able to, bring it to fruition and really just captivate on all levels, like that really makes me proud because like not only am I'm in the industry, but I'm able to be a part of it in some way, form, or fashion, and be able to help y'all as well as y'all help me in the process. You know what I'm saying? And so
Absolutely,
that's
that's what it's about. That's what it's
that's
about.
one exactly. So that's one of the reasons why I created this podcast because I wanted to give artists a chance and a voice to be able to, not only just, let people see what they see out in the street, but to really be able to get the raw and uncut version of the artist, because you got a lot of people out there that are asking those questions like, yo, I wonder what this artist is doing, or how does this artist do this, or how does this artist do that. But when they come to this podcast and they see it, it's like, oh, I didn't know this or I didn't know that, and then they learn it, then they pick up those gems. So you definitely dropped a lot of gems tonight, my brother, and I definitely thank you. I appreciate
I hope
and
so, man.
I definitely appreciate you for dropping those gems, because we all needed those gems tonight, man. So real quick before we wrap it up, man, where can the people follow you at?
Yo, make sure you follow your boy the fish, reasons_Brown, or follow the honeycomb experience. Don't forget me. Don't follow me. If you don't follow me, that's fine. But follow the honeycomb experience. Let us inspire you. Let us help you get right. All right, March 27th, Beige is the new white fashion gala, Charlotte, North Carolina. You can RSVP on the website, thehoneycombexperience.com. You can check us out there, see what we're doing with the academy and everything else as well. So make sure you definitely tap in with us, tune in. Any collaborations you want to do, community initiatives, we're all for that as well. Honcho, I'm going to work on something for us, and we're going to definitely get to that. But I appreciate you, all right? And
Most
people, listen. Y'all don't get nothing out of this interview. Remember rule number 3. Be confident, okay? Rule number 3 and rule number 4. Be confident and be creative. Be you. Stay busy, stay tuned, all right? The fish is out
most
of
most that, bro. We appreciate, we thank you, and I look forward to bringing you back. You know what I'm
here.
saying, for another edition. You know?
Let me know. All you got to do is say the word.
Most definitely, we appreciate you, bro.
All right, take care.
All right, G.